coming up in this read. There is going to be a literal abundance of directions and opportunities that you could pick up from this situation, Gemini. Gemini, let's get into your May reading. Any information that you need, you can find it in my description box and in my pinned comment below. If you're cross-watching for a Gemini, then please switch over the roles because I could be speaking directly to you. And please do keep in mind that this is general, so it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. You only take what resonates for you, and then you leave what doesn't for another Gemini or cross-watcher, okay? Please also do respect the tarot and approach it with patience, an open mind and without expectations. And finally, if you don't want to miss a video, then subscribe and stay notified. Okay, so Gemini, I need to pull from this deck a lot differently than how I usually do. Because the cardstock's so thick, it's really difficult to handle. Okay, so we're just going to do it this way. All right. So the strongest energy around you for the month of May is insight, understanding, awakening, awareness and self-evaluation with money, finances, career, generosity and abundance. That's beautiful. Right. So Gemini, with this particular combination, it's wow. Talk about sitting in your power or what? I mean, this is incredible. You could be seeing a lot of 444 around you at this time as well, which can pertain to stability and protection. Something's growing. It's a strong foundation for your future. 42 and 14, that's where I'm getting the 444 from. So the root of it, this feels like the cause as to why things are improving for you. And the cause being, there's a new understanding that you have. And if you look closer at this particular card, there's an eye on the forehead, symbolic for the third eye. And of course, yeah, that does pertain to your intuition, your imagination as well, your insight, clairvoyant abilities, your psychic senses, all that good stuff. It can be blocked by illusion. So you're no longer, I want to say, you're no longer lying to yourself. You're no longer creating fantasies in your head that were working against you. You know how it can go, right? These negative self-talk, negative self-thinking, all of that. You're not doing that anymore. Now that seems to be a continuing thread so far for everybody this month, which is really, really good because it tells me that there is, for the most part, the collective really is taking their power back. And that's, I can't put that into words how amazing that is, right? Awakening, awareness and self-evaluation. So understanding that you're the one in the driver's seat. No longer just falling for this rhetoric of, oh, I've got no power. Oh, I've got no control. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I can't do that. You know how it goes. You're not falling for that rhetoric. You're like, fuck that. I'm in charge. I'm in control and I'm driving this fucking bus. And that's exactly what you're doing, Gemini. I love it. I love it. Finances, power, generosity and abundance. Yeah, straight away this tells me that there is an increase in finances. For some of you, an exponential increase. Now, it's pulling me back into past energy where in the past some of yous were actually being used by others for your money rather than them being a decent human, that they were basically trying to take you for everything that you had. And that it was around that point where you felt like you were no longer in the driving seat. Now, because you've taken back your power, you're finding that that your ability to create extra in your life is coming a lot easier to you, and things are flowing to you a lot quicker as well. If you look, I mean, it's a pool of water with 2 fish and money, so straight away it speaks of like a wishing well. You know, when people put pennies in a well and they make a wish, that's like their version of trying to manifest, of trying to attract more money or whatever it was that they wish for into their life. For some people it works, for others not so much. But again, abundance, okay? And fish are super symbolic for abundance, right? So with that being water, emotions, you're putting all of your effort into something very specific, and that is why you're going to succeed in your venture. And yeah, for some of you, success is about having additional money, additional finances. That there's nothing dirty about it, there's nothing sinful about it. Listen, we all need money to survive. We've all got bills to pay. Some of you will have a family to feed as well. That there's nothing dirty about money. Now, with this as a combination, I was about to say competition, which is a strange slip-up. So something to do with a competition. There might well be somebody around you who is in competition with you. They could indeed see you as a threat, absolutely. Especially for those of you who are talking about big money, like a lot of money. That there could well be somebody around you who is trying to compete to ensure that you do not receive this money. It's a bit of a strange message there for some of you. That obviously it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, maybe like 1 or 2. Lost my thread a wee bit there. The main message with this one is all about you understanding that you're the one in the driving seat. You have the power to create this money. So we're gonna take a closer look at to how this money is coming in, because it's not just falling out to the sky and landing in your lap. Okay, that's not happening, because life doesn't work that way. It's something that you're doing. It's something that you're actively creating. Right, so I'm going to pull your tarot and hopefully we can dig deeper into this energy. Okay, any of the zodiacs that I mention, please do use your discernment, okay? It's not necessarily going to be about someone else that you're dealing with. They could be character traits, they could be placements in your own chart as well, okay? So discernment required. You've the 4 of coins, that's Capricorn. Death, that's Scorpio. It's coming in towards Gemini, please. Okay, the 10 of coins in reverse. Now that is very intriguing, because I've already mentioned competition. Mind that slip up where I says that someone could well be in competition for your money, for something that you do for money. And now it's showing up here as well. So I'm gonna need to look deeper into that and see exactly what that is. It's coming in towards Gemini, please. Thank you. Okay. The 10 of coins in reverse is Virgo energy. The 2 of wands, Aries. The Knight of cups, Pisces. 5 of cups, Scorpio. The 4 of swords, Libra. 6 of wands, beautiful, Leo. The 8 of swords, Gemini. The 7 of wands, Leo. And the 8 of coins, Virgo energy. And the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, Sagittarius energy, Gemini. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. 7 of cups under there, Scorpion. And that's the Emperor. So that's Aries energy or divine masculine. Okay. There was a 6 of coins under there as well. Be mindful of who it is that you're being generous to, Gemini. You've caught someone's eye. Unfortunately not in a positive way. It's like you've caught someone's green eye. That there's someone with the green-eyed monster that's around you, that they're looking at how kind and generous you're being to others around you, and it's like, I'm wanting a piece of that pie. That's the vibe that's coming through. With the Wheel of Fortune, with that being your overall energy, luck is on your side. Fortune is on your side, and I just heard the phrase that I haven't heard in a very long time. Fortune favours the brave. Now, I've not heard that in at least 2 years, and I've just heard it there. Fortune favours the brave. So that's something very, very significant for some of you. we do have confusion in your energy, and I do feel that it's your confusion because you're unsure at this point in time what the best course of action is going to be, and you're trying to avoid making things worse. So you're aware that you've ruffled someone's feathers, you're aware that someone is jealous of you, and you're not wanting to add fuel to that particular fire, because there's something about them that is just really not, it's not right. There's someone very unwell in the mind around you. Definitely. Very, very quick to jealousy as well. Really quick to jealousy. It's an interesting read. Tell me about this 10 of coins in reverse, please. Oh, fuck. 4 of coins, death, and the 10 of coins in reverse. That's someone saying, if I can't have it, then nobody can. Tell me about 10 of coins reverse, please, for Gemini. Page of Cups. Okay, so good news for you, bad news for the individual that has decided that you're their competition. Okay, you've got really good news that's coming in towards you here that pertains to anything that triggers an emotional response. It could be your children, it could be a love interest, it could be your family, like anything, okay? With it being Cups energy, it's anything that you hold close to your heart. It's anything that you love and care for deeply. There's good news that's coming in towards you for that. Tell me more about that 10 of coins reversed, please, for Gemini. Thank you. The Knight of Cups, yeah. For some of you, it's like someone wants to offer you something. What's on offer? What are they trying to give to Gemini, please? Thank you. The Magician, off balance, manipulation. They're trying to give you manipulation. Okay. If you find yourself at a low ebb throughout the month of May, try not to put your personal business in the hands of someone else that you know deep down cannot be trusted. Tell me more about this Magician, please. What's going on for Gemini? Thank you. Another page, a page of wands this time. That's interesting. Someone, it's like hot and cold behavior. Someone is exerting hot and cold, off and on, interested, disinterested energy towards you. It's like this constant push and pull. It feels like it's designed to keep you confused. Tell me about the 4 of coins, please. What's going on with the 4 of coins for Gemini? Thank you. The 9 of coins. Yeah. Yeah. You've got something Someone is very, very strong, very independent. We're looking at someone who is, for the most part, self-made as well. I feel that this is you, Gemini. You depend on nobody else but yourself to succeed with the 9 of coins. I am feeling that 4 of coins strongly as jealousy. I cannot move away from that vibe. And it's right next to death as well. Tell me about death. Why is death here, please? For Gemini. Thank you. The Lovers in reverse. That's your major arcana in reverse. Whoever this is, Gemini, that has decided that you're their competition, they feel slighted by your success. They definitely feel slighted by your presence. That they feel offended. Tell me more about this energy, please. Why have they got an issue? Why have they got an issue? The 5 of Wands. Arguments, fights, disagreements as well. It's like that there is a reputation attached to the 4 of coins, that's why sometimes it can be my card of consequences. They feel like you've embarrassed them somehow, like you've made them look bad. For some of you, with the 10 of coins being in reverse, this could be like a jealous family member. A family member of yours that sees you as a threat. You doing so well makes them look so bad. Now, how pathetic is that? For others of you where this isn't about a family member, then it's basically someone else that's trying to take something from you. They're trying to take either your success, your money, or both. Okay, they're definitely trying to take from you here. What they fail to realize is that there is plenty of success out there for everybody. The difference is they're putting way too much effort into watching you and checking out what you're doing instead of them being focused on their own shit. That's why they're not successful, because they're literally wasting all of their energy looking at you instead of doing their own thing. 2 of Wands, the Knight of Cups and the 5 of Cups. Tell me about I was going to ask about the 5 of Cups, and you've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy. The 5 to the 2 equates to the 7 as well. It's like you've turned something down. Like this individual has offered you something, or they're about to offer you something, but you know that it's tainted, so you're going to turn it down. You know that there's poison in that cup. The 5 to the 2 in the Temperance, that's the 7 of Cups, confused. And then he's got one there, that's the 8 of Cups. And the strongest energy is this 5, because the Knight's going into the 5. So yeah, that's definitely someone else offering you something. You know that there's something iffy with it. You know it's not healthy. You know it's not good. You know it's coming from an individual who is poison, pure and simple. And they don't like the fact that you've turned them down. But the only reason why they wanted to quote unquote help is so that they could somehow interfere. But you, with your boundaries, you're like, nah, I don't want it, I don't need it, go away. They've taken offense to that as well. It's just something else for them to take offense at. Can you tell us about this 2 of Wands, please, for Gemini? Thank you. The 6 of Wands, that's come out off balance. So they overestimated themselves, basically. They overestimated their own ability. That's what's happened here. They misjudged you. They were certain that they were going to be able to wrap you around their little finger, and you've turned them down. You've turned them down flat. Because you're just like, it smells like a trap. No thanks. You saw them coming, basically. 4 of Swords and the 6 of Wands. Can you tell me about the 4 of Swords, please, for Gemini? Why the 4 of Swords, please, for Gemini? The Fool in reverse. Yeah. That's Aquarius energy. Yeah. It's telling me the same story, basically. That's why I laughed. Because it's like, I'm getting the impression that that you had to say no to this individual several times. And every time you said no, it's like that they went away again and told themselves, oh, I can break Gemini down. I can get them to agree to whatever it is that they're trying to get you to agree to. And you're like, no, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. There's no way. Fool in reverse. They were very naive in thinking that they could manipulate you in this way. You did a good thing here, Gemini. By sticking to your guns, you did. With that 6 of Wands, it's literally a card of victory. Like, you did the good thing here. 8 of Swords with the 7 of Wands. Now, again, expect more conflict from this particular individual. It does feel like they're going to up the ante, should we say? That it definitely is indicating that they're likely to escalate things. The 6 to the 7, that's growth. It can be progression. In this particular context, it's an escalation. So you can expect them to escalate their tactics. I don't feel that this 8 of Swords is your energy. It could be, but I'm feeling more so it's their energy. Like they've gone back to the drawing board, basically. They're trying to think of something else that they could come at you with. I don't feel that they're going to be very successful with that, though. So it's like at this point that they are running out of things to try and attack, if you will, attack you with. That they're not going to get anywhere with that. And you do have the upper hand in the situation as well with this 7 of Wands. You definitely do have the upper hand. And then you've got the 8 of Coins upright. So whatever this is that this individual is trying to take from you, Gemini, whatever it is that they're trying to destroy, again, they are going to have a very minimal impact on your success and in your life. Very, very minimal. It's the 8 of Coins. Okay, it's only 2 away from the 10. This is what you're walking away with, Gemini. You're walking away with the 8 of Coins, which it can be your pride. It's definitely someone who takes a lot of pride in their work. It's someone who pays attention to all of the details. It can be about self-improvement as well. So if you're talking strictly in terms of finances, which is super, super heavy in this read, whoever this is, again, the damage that they do, very minimal. And it's going to be, you will be able to regrow from it, okay? So that they're not going to be able to take absolutely everything. Definitely not in the way that they plan to with the 10 of Coins in reverse. They're hoping that they're going to have such a devastating impact on you that you're going to end up with absolutely nothing. That's what they're aiming for. When in actual fact, as I say, the 8, it's only the 2 away from the 10. The impact that they actually have, minimal, really minimal. And you'll be able to recreate that missing 2 in no time at all, okay? No time whatsoever. And remember, your overall energy was the Wheel of Fortune. You definitely have got the upper hand here. And it's them that's going to be left carrying the burden. And they're going to have to face what they've done as well. Whatever this is about. Yeah, the World, the Ace of Wands and the Empress, the Ace of Swords, the Star. Yeah, you've got a brand new life here to look forward to, Gemini. You really, really do. Now, the Ace of Wands with the Empress, that can indicate fertility. That can be like a straight up pregnancy. Some of you could be discovering that you're expecting, or that someone around you, someone close around you is expecting. It could be. But that could also be indicative of just energy as like a bigger picture. If you think, you know, Ace of Wands, it's a very sexual, can be a very sexual card. And when it comes out with the Empress, that's where that's like the pregnancy combination. But focus on the fertility aspect of the meaning of this. Okay, so with this, there is going to be a literal abundance of directions and opportunities that you could pick up from this situation, Gemini. So whoever it is that's trying to destroy you, it's indicating that they're going to fade away into oblivion, and you're going to be bigger, better, stronger than ever before. We've got someone who has been standing in their truth the whole way through, and someone else who has just had this ridiculous axe to grind with you through their own jealousy. So who's the real winner in this situation? You know, that's one way of looking at it. Okay. So whatever this pertains to for you, Gemini, try not to be disheartened by the crappy behavior of crappy individuals, because I can see clearly, like, oh, don't get me wrong, they're trying as hard as they can. They're pulling out all the stops, but they're not actually going to get anywhere with it. Like, straight up, that they're not. Can I have a healing message, please, for Gemini? Okay, so this is another deck that can be quite... Okay, sorry about the sudden cut out there, Gemini. Just as I was getting to the good part in your read, I had to change the battery in my camera. So yeah, I do apologise for that. That's sorted now. Anyway, as I was saying, this is also another deck that's quite difficult to handle. So that's why I'm cutting the deck, as you can see on camera. Communication and practical intuition, number 30 and number 18. Right, so with this one, see with this. Now, if you take a really close look at the card and what it's depicting, right, there's a fire, and then you've got all of these animal heads. Yeah, all of these spirit animals that's coming from the smoke. Okay, now this feels like spiritual protection, right? You're being divinely protected, Gemini, and you're being encouraged and finding the strength within yourself to speak your truth as well, to not fall into this trap of believing lies or partaking in lies. It's speaking the absolute truth. Okay. They do say that if you're going to lie, then you have to have a really good memory, because you have to remember about everything that you lied about. Well, you're not going to have that problem, Gemini, because you've not been lying, right? So therefore you don't have anything to remember, okay? So that's a really powerful message there for some of you, all right? And then practical intuition. If I can find my book. It's at number 30. Okay, and it says, developing spiritual abilities is not the end of the journey. Just as the spring equinox heralds new life and new beginnings, knowledge is the start of a deeper path. Through application of your spiritual skills to creating in this world, we connect more deeply with spirit and gain wisdom. And then it's got a positive affirmation that says, I use my knowledge and understanding to solve practical problems. Through my wisdom, I help increase beauty in the world and help support the beneficial flow of energy. Yeah. And then it's saying lapis lazuli. So some of you might benefit from lapis lazuli to help you support your intuition and spiritual sight. I would add an additional one to that as well, Gemini, and say amethyst. Because that really is connected to your spiritual abilities and your intuition. So yeah, maybe a combination of the both. That could be quite potent. The main message with this one is basically the same as how we started off your message. It's you understanding that just because someone has got certain abilities or certain experience, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can create what they need in their life. So you're not taking anything for granted with this, because you're really applying insight, everything that you've learnt, be it in the physical and or the spiritual, you're applying yourself. And this is why we're seeing this free movement of the things that you're trying to encourage into your life. That's exactly why you're seeing that abundance, because of the way that you've applied yourself. What else, please, for Gemini? Okay. My intuition is strong and clear. I trust the voice within. So it's a very consistent message that you're getting out with this one, Gemini. Really, really consistent. Nothing is impossible for the heart. Love will always find a way. So yeah, very, I want to say you're focused on coming from a good place. Because how easy would it be to just turn into one of these individuals, you know, kind of like fighting fire with fire sort of thing. You know, how easy would it be to become like them, to try and beat them? But you're doing things really differently when it pertains to them. And in fact, dealing with individuals who are like that, it's like, no, you're not going to be shifted out of your good place. You know, everything happens according to divine timing for the best results. Okay, so you might be feeling at the start of the month like you're not really getting anywhere, like nothing's really improving. Keep with it, okay? Keep with it, because I'm hearing appearances can be deceiving. All right. What else, please, for Gemini? Don't phone it in. Show up and throw it down. Don't phone it in. Show up and throw it down. Again, I'm getting like usually phoning it in, that's like being asked a question that you don't know the answer to, so you're phoning up someone else to try and get their advice, sort of thing. There's a message about the opinions of others and how no one else holds the answer that you need. Like, you've already got the answer that you need. You already know the answer. Show up and throw it down. something about beating around the bush. Someone's beating around the bush. So you're just going to give your truth straight. Show up and throw it down. Yeah, that's like... It's like you going up to someone and going, right, this is what I've got. Like it or not, I don't give a shit. Strange. Okay, so yeah, that is what I have for you, Gemini. If you would like to book a private reading that is more catered towards your specific needs, then you can place your booking at phoenixkeiatarot.com. Thank you so much to everybody who has liked, shared, subscribed and supported my channel. It really, really does help me to get the messages out to those who are needing to hear it. Also as well, I've not had a chance to check through all of the comments and like do my usual replies to everybody yet. But I do see that like the conversations from what I have seen, it's been absolutely incredible. So for those who have been like really helping each other out and supporting each other, thank you so much for doing that. I really genuinely do appreciate that, especially with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. It's just really lovely and uplifting to see everyone treating each other with, you know, kindness and respect, and I just think it's a beautiful community that we've been building up here. So yeah, thank you so much for that, and thank you for watching. We shall speak again soon. Bye.